perfume. I thought I was immune. Looking around this room, can't help but see the traces of you. This moment is surreal. I can put into words how I feel. Thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. The only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but love.
And we're here, or we're back like we never left. Welcome. It's Friday, and on Fridays we talk about divorce sisters. Ashley, how are you feeling, and are you ready to get into these sisters?
I'm ready. I'm great. I'm excited. Just got off another live, ready to dive into the mid-season finale of these divorce heifers. And I just want to say this: we knew this. We knew it. We knew it all along. You was very wrong. Sheila is Lisa. Jalisa is Sheila. No, we knew it all along.
Oh Lord. Speaking of that, be sure to get in here. Let us know your thoughts on this episode. Hit the like button because it helps us out. We would love to know your thoughts on our commentary. Show us some love in that chat. But as Ashley stated, we are getting into mid-season finale things. Now, overall thoughts, this wasn't strong enough, in my opinion, to lead off on like, ooh, the suspense, this mid-season finale. It didn't leave me wanting more or desiring to get into that next season because I can't wait to see what's happening with such and such. Because like maybe we knew, was that first episode? I think first or second episode that there, was a permanent, not even possibility, but for sure, real life, actual factual that William ain't that baby's daddy. Out of Pappy, we just knew he wasn't. So I expected them to leave off with something a bit stronger than that to have us really set for the next season. But Ashley, overall thoughts of this very entertaining episode?
I was entertained. Are you not entertained, Tyra? I was entertained. Again, it was very predictable, very by the book. We all knew this was how it was going to play out. But I was actually not mad at the little journey that we took to get there. I felt like finally we got a little bit of calling to the carpet, a little bit, teensy bit. Something that I've been wanting to see for all 8 episodes. And like I said, even though it ended in a place where we all knew it was going to, I wasn't mad at the ride this episode, Tyra. I wasn't mad at it. She said, I was.
I was. Why can't be so predictable? Like, at least do something so over the top and so outlandish that it's just like, really, Tyler? You gonna leave us here after you do that? These type of shenanigans are being displayed. It was safe to me. I expected even more debauchery from Tyler, but hey.
Oh Lord God.
I did. But getting into this episode, y'all, we need to go on and start just about here. We're gonna start with Rashida, and I'm gonna save the rest of Rashida's story for later because whose son? Excuse me, but Rashida said, I'm done with Naomi. I'm done with you. I'm done with this. Okay, I'm done. And apparently, Myron is just whole laughable. It's a whole kiki. Now, Naomi thought it was a great idea to bring Rashida to the carpet. And it's like, no, we're going to finito this right now. Same day, same setting. Get on in here, Myron. Get on in here, husband. Because via them, well, it's really the talk of the town. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody, has their whispers and their thoughts because they sure do hang out a lot. So, well, yeah, everybody knows, and nobody thought to tell me about it. But you know, X Naomi everybody, because right now the target is Naomi, because we're trying to rub it in people's face. How dare you try to make everyone around you just as miserable as you are? You would not do that to me or to my marriage, even if it is farcish. Okay? I'm gonna get my man, my money, and my mansion in exit stage left because this is not what that is. I don't care what that video said, and Myron said it wasn't, and this, that, and that. Even if you do have a small affection for the good pastor, he don't want you like that. And my husband isn't sleeping with any man, especially not this man or any woman for that matter. But leaving this, it's just a whole ride and on the car ride. They just living their best life. It's a whole kick. I was like, what's so damn funny, Rashida?
Girl,
So
yeah.
damn funny because I don't give a damn who has a sweet, cute affection for my husband. Oh, you fat. Not fired. You fat. Because I don't want you nowhere near our church. I don't want you nowhere near my husband. The minute you went this far, and we'll get to whoever was on that phone, you became an op. You're a liability. You're trouble. You're not trustworthy. I don't give a damn if you are the best assistant I ever had. My one will be out of my face. But I did like that finally somebody, anybody, sing a black girl song. Somebody finally held Naomi to task, even though it was a little light for me because I would have really leaned into her. You're a miserable old, whatever. And that's not going to prosper. You're not going to treat me like this. And if y'all want to stay here and be treated, yeah, go ahead. I'm done with her. Way to go, Rashida. Ashley?
Finally, but it's crazy it took this. I still question Rashida's character and how she moves. This isn't this listen. And I know we got to keep it cute for public whatever. Ain't no way Myra would be switching in front of my husband knowing how he feels now. Not in the church house, not around me, not around anything I know at this point because you're a liability and you're a liar. Because not only did you come in here steady lying, you knew you were talking about my husband. You knew it. Just anyway, as far as Naomi, this is the part that I've been waiting for. We've been waiting for it all season for someone to finally say, Naomi, I'm done with you. You're too much. We should have called you out on the carpet a long time ago. Your behavior is unacceptable. We know you were abused by that man, but that doesn't give you the right to abuse us. And finally stand on business. Ultimately, misery loves company. And I think that's what I loathe about Naomi's character. It's like you are just such a miserable wretch. You want everybody to be in a position that is worse than you. I hope she gets everything bad that's coming to her because even as a friend, you wouldn't do it this way. If you believed that her husband was cheating on her with a man or anybody for that matter, you're going to pull her to the side. And maybe it is the girlfriends because you guys are sisters. Maybe it is a group where you guys sit her down and have an intervention since the town is talking about it. But if I'm Rashida in this moment, I'm taking out cases on all you. I'm taking them out because y'all all knew. And y'all got me over here looking like the fool. These are not, I said it once, I say it again. These are not friends, let alone sisters at all. But this whole situation, you go from tears when you're seeing this video because you believe it so much in your heart. Rashida's crying, like having a visceral reaction to now 5 minutes later after he says, that's not true. Myron, who are you talking about? Myron lies. And you're still fine. You guys are kiki cockeyed in the car, like, oh girl, yeah, the men want you. The men want you. Myron wanted you. I tried to tell you, like, this is not a laughing matter. Nothing's funny about it. And I just hope more people follow suit because really, Rashida girl, and I wanted some violence. If I can be honest with you, a good slap would have done it for me. A chokehold, a punch in the gut, something, because you played in my face, ho, and I don't like that. You're not a friend of mine, something like that.
But in this moment, I didn't want more for Rashida than she wants for her own self or for her own friendships. You being very polite in what you're willing to not share with the likes of Tiffany. Like, it goes both ways. You're not saying anything. I'm not saying. It was the friend, like, oh, Rashida, no, like, you don't mean that. Like, come on, let's just all take it back. Like, no, I'm done.
Hell no.
Like, please, what, are we all looking at the same and listening to the same Naomi? I don't have to stay here and take this punishment. I'm not a punching bag. I don't know why everything just got so comical and like, yeah, but it was for me though. It was, let's leave. Rashida, hold on, Rashida. Let me open that door.
Let me open the door.
Let me open
Because
the
I
door.
open every door.
I
I
gotta open
open
that
every door
door.
now.
No, what happened? I ain't open that door last time. I gotta open that door for my baby.
God
So
forbid you stay in Naomi's house because I didn't open the door.
let me that shouldn't even be funny. It's terrible. It's like let me open that door, and he goes to open it, and it's just the key. And yeah, you always I told you you so did not like you're just so oblivious. You're so naive, honey. Yeah, what else is he naive about? I don't like how cute it was, and I wouldn't tread lightly with Myron because he doesn't seem okay. If it was never that, and you built up this whole fictitious relationship about the pastor in your mind, you're unhinged as far as I know. You got to go. But we decide
Immediately.
to laugh it up. All right. I was like, okay.
Because ain't funny. Ain't ish funny.
So leaving this here, Rashida stood on business. But with it not being funny, maybe who was on the phone? We have him all down in the parking lot with Bridget. I just came to get my stuff. She's like, baby, get out that car. Sweetie, get on out of there. It's me, Bridget. Your fellow coworker. It's me, Bridget, babes. Like, did they say they're going to fire you? No, but okay, well, yeah. We get in there with him having to come to Jesus with the pastor, and you know that it could never be that. And Myra, well, who were you talking to? Who set you up for this? Well, he said, and he down at this church, and who are you talking about? He acting like there's going to be a corporate punishment if he names a name. Why the secrecy? What's holding you back, and who would set you up and on the trail of, yeah, you need to really be trying to push up on that pastor? He wants you, right? It's in his eyes, right? Who in the church would say that or even put that idea in your head? And why are you holding on to it for dear life as if it is a criminal act for you to say the name? Actually, who was on that phone?
Franklin. Naomi ex-husband. Naomi ex-husband. Naomi ex-husband. What he said, collateral damage, Pastor. Collateral damage. The only thing that threw me off was when he said it's somebody who works for the church.
Yeah.
I'm like, what other man have we met that works for the church? But Myron is a proven and known liar at this point. So Myron might be talking to his imaginary friend for all we know, Tyra. Because the level of delusion is insanity to me. So you're fully a gay man, married to a woman, having a conversation with another man who knows your proclivities while you're married to said woman and is pushing you into the pastor's arms, telling you a dream. Yet when you're on the phone conversation in the camera shot, you're also saying he doesn't like it when he doesn't know who I'm talking about. He gets jealous. He wants to know this. So what is that perceived thing we're not diving into? There's so many open-ended things. But if I was a guessing woman and just based on what I saw last time in the chat from the comments, they were saying it's definitely Franklin and this is part of his revenge. He was a member, Kate Calloway, but he didn't work for the church. Franklin's a
He
member, but
it has to be because it wouldn't make any sense now, which I don't know why we want something to make sense with Tyler. For him to pull out some unnamed, unfamiliar, oh, this is who was on the phone, and I wouldn't put it past him. But so far, this magical plan that Franklin, and yeah, I think we want it so badly. And when I told you he was giving him too much credit, wanting him to be over there conspiring with Old Lady Lou, Tyler don't care. No. They're just like, no, he's been speaking on this plan and this payback and that. But in the midst of this plan, he had so much smoke for just Rashida being
yeah.
Naomi's friend. Like, I got something for y'all. Was this your master plan, really? To soil the pastor's name? And then I think this is also Tyler being Tyler, just continuing to kind of leave that window open of, well, is he sleeping with? Can we please just
Please
drop it,
stop.
Tyler? Just drop it because it's like, well, why wouldn't he fire him? And why it's the Kiki and oh, he's the best assistant I ever had. I will never love. I've never met my wife and I love my wife. Okay, all right. I hope it. I hope the gator of it stays here and we just focus on that. But there's no way that he will be able to continue to work for me or with me, withholding information that closely to me. But we're entertaining it because, child, this is what Tyler likes to do.
What do you want to do, child? It's so convoluted, and you know how I hate this storyline. Period. Because we've just seen it overdone so many times. We get it's a reality for some, but you don't have to shove this down black women's throat every other movie, Tyler Perry. Like, we understand.
But it has to. He has to be on the phone with Franklin. Like Franklin told you to pass him on to you. Is that? And then when we could just say that was probably to throw it off the scent. maybe, he mentioned somebody working in the church just to throw something off, but now that's going to leave them to be wandering around the church next season trying to figure out who it is. Like, you're going to have to
I was
implicate it.
really I was really hoping that we would get a whole thing about his lavender marriage and that maybe his wife was a lesbian and he was gay, but they loved, being in the church and it was going to be a thing. Listen, put me in the writer's room. I'll teach you how to tell a story, sir, because I really think there's somewhere we could have gone in this situation and it didn't have to be this. Because who is his wife? Y'all always talking about her and I don't know who the hoe is. Where is she at?
And it was so convincing. No, it was my wife. I love my wife, and you need to get some help, Myron, over there lying to yourself. We provide counsel here down at First Southern Baptist. Okay, we can get you some help, son. Like all of that there. I don't know. We shall see where it goes, but Myron would be working for me. Hey, Dane, would Devon join a show of him playing a gay pastor? Is that not what we're doing? Even if he's not doing, the actual acts, or, they're not intersecting in that way in the show, the fact that that's even his narrative, that's, he's not against it. He's fine with it.
He will do anything for some change, I'll
Okay,
pick
cool.
that.
It's cool or whatever. But I guess we'll see. But don't be running around the church. Now you're going to implicate some innocent people, because Myron said, I just don't get why he isn't fired. Now, him getting fired and we going off the cliff of him being some scorn kind of, what did we watch over there with Keisha?
Oh, girl, the wife stalker wife stalker.
If he want to be a husband stalker, let's do that. Let's just go insane in the membrane. But no, he's just going to work and continue to be the right hand to the pastor, knowing what we know now. All right.
Well, what it's got me thinking about is, our first introduction to really who Rashida was her interaction with that young lady who had made up a story about the pastor. So is it beyond him to make up a story on the pastor and try to blackmail them or do something? I think at this point, his character is just so weak. I don't think he has the gumption to do anything. It would be interesting, if are you gonna blackmail the pastor and the first lady and claim X, Y, or Z? Are you gonna scandalize his name? What are you gonna do?
Rashida did mention that in the car. She was like, do you really want to just jump off and just immediately fire him? He might, want to go and sue and claim X, Y, and Z. We've seen these things in the church. Let's just smooth it over for now and just keep him on. He may go down that route. I don't know. I just want to know, how does that dynamic work, and what exactly did Franklin say or promise you to get you to this point? I don't know, because clearly he's not financially driven. It's just like, you think the pastor might like me too, but what is this going to do for your narrative, your mansion, and your money, Franklin? This your smoking gun?
It can't be. There's got to be something we're missing that they haven't plugged in the piece yet, because you don't just have this delusion for no reason unless you're literally a psychopath or something. And we'll see. Tyler.
I say he gets mad when he don't know who I'm on the phone with. Via who?
Who said that?
That's that window he wants to keep leaving open, but all right. Hey, now we get over it. We have to talk about Bridget. He wants to talk about Bridget, but we got to talk about Bridget. Bridget, bring the car around and get my coffee.
Hurry up.
Bridget, the assistant. Bridget, the punching bag. I would think, with this being the cliffhanger, we would at least want to leave off with what unfortunately is Bridget's strongest aspect and storyline.
That man.
Fun.
Yeah, the underlying.
Pop out the woodworks and dangle her kitten out the window or something. I don't know. You gonna marry me, bitch? I don't know. Maybe he wants to rehash some of those things. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna go crazy, because he definitely gave crazy himself. But Bridget is just here in the capacity of Are you sure you're done, Rashida? Are you really walking away from the Naomi? Even though she talks to Bridget the worst and treats her the worst. But nobody, really treats Bridget any type of way in the first place. But Naomi's by far the worst. It's just like, well, when you grow a little bit and get to that point and you're tired of her too, you're going to walk away if it's best for you. But, you be safe, girl. Bring that car around. Take Marion home. Take this, do that, Girl, am I always on the clock just standing next to you? Like, when is cutoff time? When does Bridget clock out?
She don't.
When
Full-time
does
job.
Bridget come out and it's just like a friend? And we've seen this dynamic. I mean, at least at some point, Joan and Maya were just hanging out. She would always be the executive assistant. Like, when does she clock out? Oh, it's okay. Okay, thank you, Bridget. Between that and her little come to Jesus little moment with Marion, and her deciding to stand on that hill over there with Naomi and her friendship. See, I didn't give us anything to look forward to as far as Bridget. I just knew they were gonna have Bun jump out of her closet when she goes to bed at night. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was absolutely nothing. We did nothing with Bridget when we spent so much time on her and this little piece of bullshit man that she had or has. I don't know. Ashley.
Yeah, this is gonna be brief. Bridget will and is and forever will be the help. That's all she is. Because girl, they don't listen to you. She might as well not ever say a thing. It's like whatever, Bridget, shut up. Grown folks are talking. You don't know anything about this life. Go, like you said, go get me some coffee. Where are the contracts, Bridget? Do something helpful. And my thing is, you just went from extreme emotion, sadness, grief, loss to rage, and then all of a sudden you're being peacemaker. Where is this man who faked his unaliving? I would think that would be your first stop. Not over here dealing with the drama, but you just really want this tea that bad. I'm just aggravated. And then even the conversation with Myron, well, don't quit. It'll be fine. They're not firing you. Who said they were firing you? Just come back tomorrow. Just come at your normal time tomorrow. Well, I'll wait to come in when you come in. What is this? But this is your friend? And you heard what he said out there. If, again, they don't want us to believe these people are really friends. And honestly, Bridget's approach and conversation with Myron makes me think she's undercover something too. Because why would you want him around if he implicated your pastor, who you say is righteous and this good man? Because you was standing 10 toes down. No, not the that's a pastor, Naomi. Watch how you talk to him. Girl, Bridget can go on somewhere and get a real job where I hope she's getting paid overtime. I hope she's getting a check for all this extra work because I just don't believe her as a character. Because they don't make her human. They don't make her a person in this friend group. She's literally a tool and the help. That's all they've made her be. And I really, really hate that.
Oh, girl, it would be so cute if Bridget was an op. If it
That
was,
would be amazing.
that would be great. Even though
They-
I know Tyler doesn't operate in those increments, he has no problem and no effort beyond her being an assistant, low self-esteem black woman who is allowing this young man to run over her and treat her like spit. It would be cute if she was conspiring. I think that would be like so fun and very theatrical enough to be still in his universe, very still over there in the soap opera territory. But I don't think he thinks in that way to even put Bridget over there. He wants Bridget to be just what she is, and that's like a punching bag.
I hate it. That's why I was like, it'd have been cool if she was orchestrating the whole thing with the scandal and the pleas for money because she wanted to get a bag or something. I'd be here for that. Instead, they got her walking around in the same green trench coat every episode hot in the summertime. Like, I'm just over it, Tyra.
We gotta bring it up. What I saw you and him walking in the rain. They always got Bridget in that 1986 Orange Juice Jones. Yeah, don't take that coat. Leave that jacket. Go ahead in that goddamn Orange Juice Jones 1980s trench coat. Every time. Y'all just want to so bad.
I don't know why they got that on her. The wardrobe is crazy.
She got one good coat. She got one good suit. Like, leave. A good dress, a good coat, please. It pisses me off every time we see her in it. I think he pigeonholed himself by naming this Divorce Sisters because he already has the Sisters franchise. So anybody watching this and seeing the dynamic and the 5 women, you have an expectation of sisterhood, and then you double down and it's Divorce Sisters. So you're going to have all of this sisterly bonding and all these problems and all these references in the midst of us already being divorced or getting divorced because we have farce marriages. No, these people are. This is like a couple of shakes from, and I don't know. I've never seen Greenleaf, but it's like I feel like it would be a sham or a shell of what something like a Greenleaf could be with the church dynamic. That type of
Greenleaf good. We got twists and turns over there.
yeah. And it's like, well, I think this is supposed to be one of those shows, but you have pigeonholed it because this divorced sisters. So we got to make sure to pivot and let you guys know. You know, these women friends. No, actually, they hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, but hopefully she brings the car around next season. Okay.
I hope so, girl. Hurry up.
The
You know
whole
they'd be
time,
like, hurry up, Bridget. Where's the pot of coffee?
girl. And lukewarm. Make sure it's not hot, just in case somebody got to throw it on somebody's back. But we got Tiffany here. Old Tiffany. Should I go to Paris with my new man? Baby, Tiffany has so much potential. This even has potential. As diabolical as Javon is, let's just say he went into this with the poorest of intentions, and it's like, well, wait, I actually like Tiffany. And it got interesting in that way. And we really progressed it to where they had some real stakes on the line after we figure out Oz the Pappy. But I genuinely like Tiffany and I really like Javon, and she just gonna have to be mad because that's my man. What are you gonna do about it? But we also have Javon having little sneaky, like little flirtatious, uncomfortable moments with hoe ass Geneva. Come on. And it puts, what already in there, a burden already in their broken ass friendship. No, she's just clueless. Clueless. Her in this, and like I'm saying, I'm speaking that in terms of us not having a normal Tyler Perry show because those things take time writing and us progressing every episode beyond a couple of hours. Ugh. Because now we're here and this man is asking you to come on down to Paris. And what has it been? 2 days? 3 days? At best? In the universe of Divorce Sisters? It's only been a couple days. And it's like, well, well, yeah, and I'm gonna do that. And of course, he's talking about purchasing their house directly next. And even on this phone, and she utters out of her mouth, well, Geneva's been weird towards me. She's not, acting. Oh, don't worry about that. Like, let me, yeah, common sense with me. I want to know why you pressed it so hard for us to go on vacation with them. Like, what's up? And I just met you. Like, there's no discernment. There's no nothing. She's just giggity to be happy. And I got a man. Somebody likes me. And I can even say, and I put my man here because she's treating it like that. And Naomi was like, yeah, you know that man for 5 minutes and you are already ready to have his babies. And But it is that. It is very much so that. It's desperate. And I don't like that because she seems highly intelligent, educated. She seems to be honorable in that way of their little, their little fine dynamic of sisterhood. She's the only one who displays those type of qualities. So you would think that she would, you know what? Ever since you came around and we've been talking, Geneva's been weird as hell. And it's not like Geneva is discreet at all as far as what side she's standing on. But I mean, what do you think about Tiffany?
Girl, Tiffany can go somewhere too because I really had high hopes for her. We've said it over and over again, right? That she was kind of like you just said, like the glue that held the friend group together. She was the one who was going to have somebody back. At the end of the day, she was going to be there to ride. Even in this episode, we see her coming to Geneva's side to be there for her. I mean, of course, being brutally rebuffed. But I mean, this can't make sense to me. This doesn't. Because in the first episode, we meet her. She's paying $600 a month in alimony to this ex-husband. She don't want to date because she's, not trigger shy. What is it? Gun shy at this point, as far as relationships. And you meet one tall man that smell good and that changed your whole world upside down. No. And then you clearly see this change in behavior with Geneva. That was just your ace boon in the car when you're coaching her and trying to have her keep her marriage. And now she won't utter 2 words around you, don't want to be in the same car with you, don't want to stand by you, don't want to breathe your same air, and you don't notice anything. Tiffany, you're not that stupid. You see everybody else's stuff. You see everybody else's tea. But you don't see this. Like, it doesn't make sense for a character. Again, it's lazy to have her be this incompetent and dumb while she's interacting here. And as far as Javon, he's not even smooth. He's not even smooth with it. He's literally making eyes at Geneva right in front of you, sis. He's inviting you on a trip with Geneva and her husband. You see Geneva acts funny. 1 + 1 is 2. Like, She needs Gracie's corner at this point. I'm aggravated by Tiffany, and it's just dumb. And then of course she gonna call Rashida. No, I don't think it's a good idea. I think you tell him no.
No.
Girl, you tell him no. So in the midst of Rashida's scandal, you got time to lie for Geneva still? Like
Yeah.
y'all are trash.
Yeah. Still got time to lie. Still got time to lie. What do you think I should do? Well, I think you should tread, lightly. Don't move too fast. And she's supposed to be watching baby girl. Like, ain't you? That's what you got, Pastor. That's the best advice you have, Pastor. Girl,
Just
these
ignorant.
people are crazy. I just don't like the optics because Tiffany already has like a certain aesthetic. So to make her the desperate one and to make Bridget
Mhm.
the desperate one, can we? These
Not
ladies
do
don't
that.
want. Do these ladies not want anything else for themselves? Like, and then the fact that he would, choose to play in her face and she's just inconsequential because the end game is really all Geneva. This is all about. I,
Tyra,
I
and then on top of that, Tyra, what is Javon done that's so deep that would make you change your he man woman haters or man haters situation to where you actually want to date? He ain't
think
regaled you with
it's
roses, flowers.
desperate.
He ain't took
That's,
you out nowhere. But
that's why
how do
I'm
you
so
go? How do
desperate.
you get desperate, Tyra, when you wasn't dating at all? You didn't want a man. You were scared of men. A man just betrayed you. I'm
No,
thinking if Javon came in and he really applied pressure, I could see it. Like he wined you, he dined you, he was showing you a new life, girl. He was taking you on walks by the river, by the railroad tracks. He was doing something. But now, like he hasn't done anything, ho. Y'all went to a free benefit dinner that somebody else paid for. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't did
you
anything,
showed him
Tyra.
a home to live next to who he really wants. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
thing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it comes off desperate. Like I haven't had a lot of men of any means at all, even
to
blink
like
twice.
me.
So now that I do, and like, he's just, I just wonder, I wonder what that'd be like. Really, Tiffany?
No.
That'd be gorgeous,
No.
educated. Come on, it's just
Hey,
paid, all that. Good job. Benefits, nothing. Got a home, girl. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, all of that. You called her. I was like, Tiffany, please. You called her down here. Yeah, we're good. You can leave now. Tiffany.
crazy as hell.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Look at her mouth open down and like, why is she talking to me like this? Going
And then I'm not leaving. Ho, I'm out of here. You think I want to sit up in this murky hospital and wait for you? Hell no. Bye. Say less.
and he called you down there, not your friend, not your sister. He called you down there.
And
Please wait.
Ronrico said,
Girl,
Ronrico about to piss me off. Ronrico was like,
piss me off, Rico. But leaving here, let's get over here. And some of these things have videos in the front because we needed to relive
oh
the
gosh.
it does. We need to go back over there a little bit with these people, just a little bit. But before we dive into
Ridiculous.
Naomi and the mess, it's a crackhead now. Our son
Crazy.
of that stuff. In the midst of the car ride and Myron and it's the Kiki and he wants them cakes, baby. You know you're attractive, right? You know you fine, Pastor. Mm-hmm. Don't be naive. But yeah, I need your son to pee in this cup. I was like, what? I need your son to pee in this cup. Remember that one time in that little piece of an episode where I was sleeping in the car because he didn't open the door for me and he came and asked me for money? Yeah, he on them drugs. It's Gator. He about to sell the color TV. Mama, I smoked the color TV. He about to do a little shimmy, do a little dance, and smoke the color TV. I was like, well, yeah, since we're gonna take past the being homosexual off the table, because now we know that that's not what this is. We need more drama, more, conflict. How can we get that via these old uncle, daddy, son ass kids? He on them drugs. All the way to the point, yeah, I ain't paying in no cup. Mama, give me some money. Mama, give me. I thought he was gonna scratch his neck. I thought he was gonna hit the main vein for a second. He doing a little shimmy, doing a little dance and whatnot. I thought I was serious. But he politely grabs up Rashida and the money, and you go pee in this cup, and oh my God, not my baby. Oh, Yeah, I think you needed a little bit more where she told Devon's ass in that car, I need you to talk to him. Get mad. None of them little something. No, we gonna need an intervention apparently because my baby on them drugs. This is late, Tyler. Ashley.
Girl, when he said, I don't want to hurt you, boy, I wish I wanted to see her devastate his life. I'm picking up anything around me that I can because you would never buck up at your mama. This is crazy as hell to me with your 35-year-old self sitting here trying to get drug money. What you got in your hand? What you got in your hand? Mama, I ain't got nothing in my hand. I need this money. I need this money, mama. And the sister watching from the door. You okay? Girl, the way he wouldn't have had no head, no neck, no nothing. I know there's a poker right there by that fireplace. Sir, you're not coming out of this room. Because you would never put your hand on me. You would never put I brought you in this world, sir. This was crazy as hell to me, Tyra. And then I'm like, we have the one conversation where the kids are confronting the parents, like, what's going on? Are you guys getting a divorce? We're concerned to catching a school bus, which I'm like, y'all are old ass kids to be catching a school bus. To then, where's mom? She didn't sleep in here tonight, and now he's roughing her up for some dope money so he can get some Fenty. Tyra, it's beyond the pale. We did not need this. Yeah, girl, yeah. Look how he's holding his mouth. It's sideways. Yeah.
Please. There wasn't a hit. He said, I'll do it. Hit me, brother. Give me some money. Hit me with some cash in my hand. I like getting high. Give me some money. I was like, oh, do the crackhead, little fancy, do the fancy lean, the fancy shimmy. Tyler, if you wanted to do this with all the hour-long episode, you find time to leave breadcrumbs. Our son isn't okay. Maybe we need to drug test him. Maybe the way she just pulled that, like voila, the pen is come. So where the hell Rashida pulling that cup from? You just got that on hand? All right, girl.
She knew he was gonna be in there.
Like, baby, leave the breadcrumbs. Help us out. Shout out to the 85 people here. Be sure to hit that like button and show us some love, please, if you are having a good time. Baby, your name Rashida. Your name is Rashida. It's not Rachel. Your name is Rashida. And I just refuse to believe that you get to be in the AT of the L. I'm so ATL. In it. And your name Rashida. With Kirk and his 3 earrings. And you ain't never laid hands on a hoe. And I'm not talking about them prayer hands. I'm talking about real laying hands on a hoe. Rashida. This is the time. And clearly she's more of the mean, disciplinarian. And, if you guys get divorced, Dad, I want to stay with you. Because I want to go over there with Mama. They're clearly that, to where we have to tell Daddy that we need to reinforce. This was the prime time to slap the dog shit out of him. And we did
Absolutely. 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 You don't let no child buck up on you. None. A child that you gave birth to?
She said, my pearls.
Oh, girl, I wish I would. You son of a gun. It'd be the last thing you do.
She said, oh my God. Are you okay, Mom? Old as hell. Mom, girl, when she peeked through that door and said, Mom, are you okay? And she looked every bit of 32. Said, girl, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Like, or at least make these already college bound, grown kids who live at home.
Yeah.
Y'all had them on the ISD school bus. Leave me alone and go away from me with these shenanigans. But leaving this here, I think we're at the point where we get into all things Naomi. Let's roll. Ashley, I think so. We may not. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's move on down the road, child.
Enjoy touching her burnt, rough ass, charred back. Oh, okay, fine. I'm leaving. Do you know he left me for this white bitch right
Okay, ma'am, I understand, but I need you to step out of the please.
Sweetie,
Ma'am.
the smallest dick.
Are you sure you don't want these?
I don't want shit from you.
Okay. Hope
Ma'am.
that I gave that bitch the bruises she gave to our fucking
Girl, Naomi is a Disney villain. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Naomi is a goddamn Disney villain. Like, if this didn't give Cruella, I thought she was going to do a Cruella laugh. You know that stance when Corella is at the window and she's like, "Oh, those puppies, puppies," and she's gonna blow out some cigarette smoke. We're at those levels of catastrophic villainy. Because why did she scurry off like that when she threw the flowers at that lady's face?
Ridiculous.
Why did she
Ridiculous.
do that? Girl, Black Roses burnt backs and banks. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. After Naomi decides to read her friends for filth, and she's read right back about Rashida and how goddamn tortured you are. You're miserable. She served and act surprised when she got served. Like, oh, he really trying to like, did I not have
Yeah.
ground what I did? Like, you can sue me over throwing. Are you
Yeah.
slow? Are you slow? We can't even get that done. And then we go over here with this whack murder for hire, them and all this. I don't even know if we can call this sexual tension. I don't know, deviancy with a hint of whips and chains. Yeah, we can't even follow through with that. Because we let him see the money. Yeah, what's stopping me from taking this right here? Oh, now we decide to try to show that Naomi is smarter than the average bear and she's slick and I'm 10 steps ahead. And yeah, where your daughter at? I know about your daughter. Oh, okay, yeah. And then we got to cuss her out and leave. So now that's kind of failing. At which we have this plan clearly to get Franklin to slap the hell out of us. Because if I can get him that mad and I can have my own lawsuit, what's the end game, Naomi? What are we doing here? I need you to do better with protecting patients with open wounds. That was comical, but I don't know where we go with Naomi. It was nice to finally have like some real, while she's sober, interaction between her and Franklin because he looked shook. He looked scared. He looked a little, after they had to have that sexual, like, yeah, clearly all the whips and chains and choking. Franklin was all there for that. It's like, well, yeah, these hands, yeah, you'll never feel these hands again. This for my white wife's burnt back. That's what it's for. Yeah, you will never get another whiff of this. All of that, he's still, she was still able to get a rise and get it under his skin, but not in the way that she wanted, sexy Dex. I'm not laying hands on you, girl. I'm taking you for everything that you have because now we have a case. I want that 50 million and I want that damn house. I want you left with nothing out in the street next to your brother's crackhead ass portrait. Yeah, this was comical, but Disney villain comical and unreal. Ashley, cover that burnt back.
Girl, just so dumb. This is really dumb. She is really dumb. I hope Naomi gets all of the worst. I hope they take all her money and she is on Skid Row. Because she's talking about it can't be worse than this. Oh, ho, it could be worse. And I hope you get every bit of worse. But here's what I want to talk about. The thing that pissed me off most about this, Tyra, was that them people don't let you put cash in a safe deposit box in the bank. You
I love
bonds, yes.
no,
Bars, you can have coins
no,
there.
no, Ashley.
But
No.
you can't have cash in a safety deposit box. That is crazy as hell. Like, and then it would never be. You have to have a key. The bank people have to have a key. Like, it's a whole process with a safety
Yeah.
deposit box. That just pissed me off so completely. And the fact he's like, you wanted to see it, so we got a deal. Oh no. Like, oh, I should just slap you in here. Like, why do we have to get this violent erotica moment, like where he's always threatening to slap you, and you're always like, oh, but you mess with me. I could just walk out of here with this money. Oh, you know you couldn't because you got a 9-year-old daughter, right? Yeah, I'll kill everybody in your family. You are not in the mafia. You are not a head of the 5 families. You are not a boss, Naomi. Like, it is so infuriating to me. Like, who do you think you are? And then the fact that you patted her back with these roses. Somebody said it in the comments. Why are you not in the burn unit in one of them cages,
Girl,
right? You just have the little balloon.
She
You
just
I don't
laid
know.
out. And now when the doctor said like she can risk infection, I was like, bitch, what?
And let me tell you on and dangle him. Girl, I hope he take everything you got.
Infected. Like,
This is
she
so
been,
dumb.
she been in that same position for 2-3 days.
Just dumb.
Where's the burn board? Like, I don't know. I don't know, Ashley. And I wouldn't even go touch it. I left it alone with that rinky dink safe deposit box situation. I was like, I thought that you couldn't put
You
like, you know what?
can't.
I've never had one. Let me not think about what I don't own. No, maybe you can put money in the safe.
You put important documents. You put like bearer bonds, stocks, bonds, paper certificates, deeds, coins. Some people might have a few bars in there, but like you're not supposed to put cash in there.
Girl, enjoy her burnt, crispy ass back. Running your fingers across. Like she wanted him to hit her. So what? Now you
Yes.
have a case. Is that your plan? Or, hey, Chuck, never leave a sister for a white woman. She gonna haunt you in the afterlife. They ain't forgiving that sin. Oh Lord.
I
I
could give a
don't
damn
know.
if a man left for a white woman. That doesn't move me. Is there a different spirit behind it that really affects some people? I could give a damn if you're not with me anymore. It don't matter who you went. I
I mean,
don't care.
like, do you believe he left me all of this, Naomi, for this? In every scene, she does nothing but shed light on why somebody wouldn't want to be with her. And I don't know why it pisses me off because I worry about it, even though we haven't seen it. This is a mother. They have
Yeah.
children. You raise children? Like, please. He didn't need to add that. They should have just been. And then they say it like, because Naomi gives, like, she's scorned and she's been through. But they say in this same episode, like, oh my God, what if he sues her? What if she loses everything? You know, she hasn't had a job since she met him. She hasn't worked a day in her life since she met him. So, okay. Okay. I don't know. At this point, Franklin, that'll do. Good job saving yourself. I don't know. I don't know. But leaving this, of course, we have to
Crazy.
go over here to Geneva and them things. Let's go to Geneva, child.
Oh God.
We gotta go to Geneva, child, because this, girl, hold on, because this damn.
No, I know she hates needles. Yeah, I think Geneva should do it. No, I know she hates needles.
The way the
So
doctor tried to
can I
save
do
her
it?
every step of the
Geneva?
damn way.
Yeah.
Wait, why can't I give my daughter blood?
Just let
Geneva.
him do it. He. What?
Geneva, you dumb
Come on,
hoe.
with
That's
this.
what I said.
No, I'm not going
You the
anywhere with you.
attorney.
Okay, tell us what's going on. It doesn't make sense.
Oh me, what's going on?
Anika is AB, so we need an AB donor. Wait, but my blood type is O. Yes. So there's no way that my child would be AB.
All right, I need to understand how the baby falling off of a swing results in a concussion and enough trauma to where she needs a blood transfusion. Tyler, make it make sense. Now, if we wanted to go this route, the baby could have had an incident and almost, a close call, or maybe almost drowned in the pool because she wasn't being watched. Something that warrants this level of hospitalization, of blood transfusion. No, she just fell off a swing and fainted. I was like, baby, get up. Get your ass up. But the way that this doctor was the real one. Cause girl, this ain't matching. You want to come to the back with me, Geneva? Because I want to blow up your spot in front of all these people, in front of your husband, and let him know that I know that you know that this ain't this man's child. And William's sitting there just as slow. First of all, William Rico, don't be over there with Tyler being cute. It better be a cold day in hell before you take meat off a man's, eat another man's meat off a fork. I'll eat it. Like, you,
That was
I don't know why
ridiculous.
that scene bothered me when he was like, I got a chef. Yeah, I got a chef. He's making flank steak. I love a good flank steak. Put it in my mouth. I'll eat it. Eat another piece
Oh
of meat.
God.
Eat another piece of meat, Rico. Cook your own damn steak, own damn meat. Please eat Javon's meat off the fork. Please don't do that again. But this here, where this lady clearly tried to save you of embarrassment and Geneva doubled down. Well, wait, what is going on here? Why can't he give the blood transfusion? I just chalk this up to you've been lying for so long that you now believe that this is really his daughter. You knew it wasn't. And if you don't even know for sure, you knew that there was a strong possibility. I even feel like she was lying and trying to match up some timelines or do something fictitious when she's like, well, you know she was a preemie. Was she a preemie or have you just been lying?
Mm-hmm.
Have you just been lying? I don't know. It gave lies to me. But this was ridiculous. First of all, with this rude heifer, this precious maid, housekeeper, nanny, whatever, she's been very devoted to you and your little trifling family. And she's like, you really need to be watching her closely. You really feel her. She's a premium. You know better. I was like, you need to leave. I was like, Geneva, go away from us with this. You're extra rude when he called you down here. We don't need you here. You can go now. Rude as hell. And
It's
then
for
we get
family.
with this nice doctor trying to save you the embarrassment. Can I talk to you in the back? He can't give a blood transfusion because clearly he isn't her father. And William's standing here. I guess William needs somebody to hold a goddamn sign up. But
Right.
how? I'm a oh I'm but but that means William,
Exactly.
William, please wake up, William. We better open whatever next season with William being on 25. We better have it all out in this scene that it's not. I needed Javon to say, I'll give her the blood transfusion.
That's
That's
what
all
I
I
was
was.
waiting.
I'll give it to her. I'm probably a match because I was hitting it twice on Sunday. I was
Mhm.
waiting on Javon to do that, but we just ended off there. I wanted it to end that messy because I want to get over into William exploring other places, realizing that Geneva is diabolical. Over there, giving the lady at the Agoy his 5 inches. Let's just move on. But no, we got to spend time here because we didn't say that outright. Ashley, Geneva, slow.
Absolutely. Geneva is a scum dwelling alley cat, in my opinion. The fact that she is a terrible wife, and on top of that, an even worse mother. Because of the fact that, I mean, it pissed me off when she was talking to the help. Because don't do that lady like that. Consuelo, whoever, has been taking care of your child for eons. And now you will say, you got to watch her more carefully. Oh, why wasn't you watching your own child? You can make time to go to a goy, but can't make time to pick up your own child from school or drop her off. Geneva has no credibility in my mind. And for being a lawyer, supposed to be one of the smartest people on the show, she is truly as dumb as a box of rocks. Because you know you were smashing that man. When Javon approached you, he even asked, is that my child? And you know it was his child. You knew. She had a knowing. There's no way you're going to make me believe that, especially how she be rationing that ass to Ronrico. It is ridiculous to me. I hate everything about her character from the moment Tiffany gets there. You can leave. This is for family. This is for family, family only. And the doctor did her a good service in this moment. I just think Geneva is the worst character on the show. Her hate for Tiffany, like about Javon, is sickening to me. And I too, all I wanted Javon to say this episode, well, I'm the father. Here, take my blood. And I wanted Ronrico to start a fight. I wanted them to tussle in the middle of the waiting room floor. I would have been here for all of that carrying on, but Tyler didn't give that to us. I really hope we don't have to see Geneva much longer in this light. Hopefully she has some sort of transformation and come to Jesus next part. If we're even still watching it then. Cause I just hate, there's nothing redeeming about Geneva. There's
Mm-mm.
nothing about it. I can see if she was a hoe with a heart of gold, like she really loved her friend group and she was down from day one. And you know, the girls that get it, get it. But she's not even a happy hoe, Tyra. And I'm like, what's the point? If it didn't make you happy and you're miserable to everyone that you meet, like why? It just, this is sick.
I see y'all in the chat. I think the baby was O and he's AB. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, I can't, if well, how could that be? I'm AB, so she should. No, she isn't. That man behind you is probably O. If Tyler
Yeah.
wanted to be really messy with how much Rodrigo's character is, huh? Tiffany's cool, huh? She's nice, she's a good person. She got her own. I would be over there. I was like, you know what? Tiffany's been cool. She's a respectable woman. She's always been
Come
kind to
on.
me. I would be over there. I swear. Because there's no groundwork for Geneva and Tiffany to have a real friendship anyway. The way I would have Enrico over there entertaining Tiffany to rub it in Geneva's face,
Absolutely. That would be perfect.
I would go there. I would go there to where he goes, well, yeah, I'm the donor because I'm the dad, and well, this has been that. I'm sorry, but this is urgent. I need to let this information out because that's my daughter, and I need to save her life. So what was this? And you didn't tell me? Oh my God, let's leave. William, I'll take you home.
Immediately. But here's the thing, I forgot to tell you about this. Here's my theory about what happened to the little girl. She was swinging very high in the swing. You know what I mean? And then when you're at that age, you want to jump out from the top. She jumped out, did a somersault, hit her head on a rock. And you know how head injuries bleed profusely. And so that's what caused her to faint and lose consciousness and have a concussion. They just didn't explain it right in the show,
No,
but that's how I
no,
imagined it
no.
happening.
He could have slapped some ketchup on her forehead if it was all of that. He didn't do that. I didn't see no red. Oh yeah, I didn't see no Kool-Aid on her forehead, Ashley, to make that plausible. So no, I am not. They told that lady, yeah, Carrie and Consuela, baby girl, play dead. And she went, oh, okay, oh. It was that faint scream from far away. Ah! Why is she screaming? What the hell is going? What's going on? But what would be cute is if we like, yeah, y'all deserve each other. You've been lying to me, Javon. I thought you was my friend. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, I thought you were my friend. Come on, William, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's go entertain that. Let's get messy, Tyler. Come on. Where's your pen? Need some ink on it. But leaving this here in what you been say, Ashley?
Oh, nothing. I said, I like that. I like Ron Rico and Tiffany, William and Tiffany.
It would. I feel like they would have so much in common. It's a good man, Savannah. Girl, and then it'll be cute because you don't appreciate anything until it's gone. And you know, when you get something, it's just like, well, finally now there's no more pretense. Everything's out. Javon and I can really be together, but us being together and sneaking in the rendezvous and the sex, he's not at all half the husband that William was to me, or father, or any of those things. He's not even attentive in that way. I didn't know what I had, and now it's over there with Tiffany. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Where's the pen? Where's the pen, Tyler? Jesus. But just for entertainment purposes only, because you just never know. Because that's how they left it. Like, who could it be? Who's the daddy? Do you think it's Javon, or could it be somebody else?
I'm hoping it's somebody else. I'm hoping she was throwing it out of every single draw leg, and he gets up there and he's not a match either. Call Maury. You are not the father. That I would be elated. I would be so elated because Geneva needs to be aired all the way out. And I love that Tiffany is there just getting the backseat view of all of this and the bird's eye, because I think that would just be just desserts. If Ron Rico, aka William, has a micropene and he wouldn't hit none of them spots, Javon probably wasn't the first or only man that she's tipped and dipped out with. He might just been the biggest, the biggest, the strongest, the baddest, like maybe. But I'd be here if it was somebody completely different. Tyler, do that at least for us. Give us that. That'd be fun.
Because the way that Naomi, back when we was hoeing, you was a happy hoe. You was a content hoe. We was hoeing together. Then you got over there trying to get cute because you were married to them 5 inches that wasn't doing nothing for you.
That's what you said.
And that is like an average penis size. Y'all don't be sleeping on people in their 5 inches. Like, we put 5 inches on Rico, like she said, 2 or 3.
5 inches with girth is still not something that I would want per se, but I'm just saying it's not a deal breaker. It's not a being a sausage. It's fun, It's a
grower, not a shower. But in my mind, I think it would be hella entertaining to put William over there with Tiffany. And we didn't mean for this to happen, but we just met each other in this space. And I always thought you were a wonderful woman. I always thought you were a lovely man. You were a great father. She didn't know what she had. Let's be cute, but Tyler don't like being cute. He just prefer to be messy. But that was the mid-season finale. Ashley, anything you want to share?
Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you guys for supporting and coming through for all 8 episodes of this first season of Divorce Sistas. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment once the video ends, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. We have lives all the time. We're doing a ton of fun stuff and adding new things to the calendar. So, just stick around. It's fun over here. And if you haven't already, consider the Discord. The Discord is a fun community that we've cultivated. I think we have 600 some people over there now, and a core group who's really active. Never a dull moment.
Oh Lord, now what's your perfect size? Dane, go lay down. It's late. It's late, Dane. Save that for a fine man question. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop down and let us know what we should entertain or maybe get into next now that Divorce Sisters is, on its mid-season finale, child, because we needed that from Divorced Sisters. And we might, consider adding it on. But thank you guys so much, and we will definitely see you next time. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Smelling your perfume. I thought I was immune. Looking around this room, can't help but see the trace.